My day starts between 3 and 4 a.m. I'll put on my headphones and I'll listen to my goals. I'll drink some water. I'll do between 10 and 20 reps before taking a cold shower, and then I'll meditate for 20 minutes. After meditating, I'll prepare a cup of coffee and I will journal while I drink that delicious coffee. Who am I kidding? Can you imagine that I was actually able to do all that? I should have added, and I do this every single day. No, that doesn't happen. In fact, these are my list of habits. If I hit 50% of them each day, I am happy. Just to not stress about those things every day. All right, so I've got to edit this vlog, and because it's the first time that I do a vlog, I've got no idea what I'm doing. I started editing it and it's a mess. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna have the camera here, gonna have this guy here, and if I'm editing and it's like this makes no sense, I'm just gonna need to explain a few things, then I'll just record it, add here. But I've got to pick up the kids in 2 hours, so I'm gonna get down to edit. That means that it may be a little bit messy or not very organized, and I guess I don't care, because in that I guess it's the goal. Because perfection is, I don't even know how to say it, but perfection equals procrastination. Complexity kills creativity. I'm just gonna try to get it done and, so I can keep the promise that I did last week. Look at this. Look at this. I feel so accomplished. I feel so accomplished. I, for the first time, finished one entire... What is this? ¿Una qué?
Notebook.
Notebook? ¿Organización? ¿Agenda?
Sí, sí.
Agenda.
Planner.
Planner.
Daily planner. Planner.
I was planning
Notebook planner.
Notebook planner. I was today, and it's like, okay, so next week it's like, oh, I finished it. I've got so many of these that I started, and it's just halfway, I don't use them anymore. But not because they are long or anything, it's because I start planning and then at some point ¿cómo se dice?
I give up? No,
I just stop doing it because I start something and sometimes it's hard for me to continue doing that thing, and that's what I'm trying to do with this vlog. Is I'm gonna do this for 1 year. I'm trying to really do it. I told one friend as a challenge, I'm gonna send you a video every day, and I did 126 days in a row, and then I stopped. So this challenge, this vlog, let's go for a little bit longer, for 365. I'm gonna ship this packet. It's a graphics card. I have to get my kids to school. Hola, nenes!
Pasa.
I dropped the package that goes to India. Actually, it's a graphics card. Turn on the lights, turn on the camera, and I've got a meeting with Esteban now. We're gonna be discussing a little bit, reorganizing the content inside cinematic composing to offer sort of like an easier way to access to the courses, so smaller courses, lower price, and two, kind of like a step by step of what course should you get depending on where you are starting and what would be the next course. Ya estamos aquí.
Prefería él y bueno, charlarlo con vos en ese.
Vamos. Me quedo esto. Pañales de la pique. Agua. Esto hay que coger. Ahora que Dios está al sitio. Es que...
This is the end of day 3 of the vlog. I just wanted to record real quick because the challenge is to record every day. It's the end of the day. I haven't recorded anything. I'll record a little bit more tomorrow. See you there. Alright, first thing first, I'm gonna prepare the studio because I've got a class starting in 1 hour, and when I sit down in the studio I wanna just, hit record and go. So basically it's just having my session ready. So I'm gonna open Cubase. I need to turn on the other computer, which is back here. That one is the BE Pro computer. We've got 106 minutes here, 106 minutes here, and we have 3 hours here and 4 hours. So we do have a bit of a space for now. The classes are between 40 minutes to an hour and a half. Yesterday we went from a sketch to orchestra, and we went from a sketch like this to orchestrated like this. Today we're gonna get these into samples. BE Pro, everything loaded, And now I'm gonna go back to Cubase here. So that's my view. 2 cameras there. 1, 2. This camera gets recorded here. The screen gets recorded here. And these cameras get recorded internally to make sure that it's being recorded in that camera. If I can do a little bit of composing before the class, then the class goes smooth, because I've tested it. So basically we've got this melody. Alright, clearly I did not have time to go record something that I needed to record because I was composing, preparing the class, and it is starting in 5 minutes. Whoa! Amazon is here! Doesn't it feel like Christmas every time that you get the package? Ah, man, she scared me. Alright. Shoes for my kid. And this one. A pen. I use this thing, this app, Notion. And what I do during these days, during the blog, I'm learning things like my behavior type of things I'm learning. So I'm forcing myself to take action and do things. Hey, Yola. I'm learning a few things. And what I'm doing is whenever I have sort of like a realization or idea or I learned something, I just write it down here. So I'm just gonna read a few of them. The first one is that usually when you are trying to do something, you procrastinate something is because sometimes you make it bigger in your head than it really is. And what I found is that if you do something, just a small little thing that gets that started, usually when you get started, you don't question it if you wanna do it or not, you just do it. And it's, for example, if you wanna exercise, do just one push-up. You can tell to yourself, I'm not gonna exercise. I'm just gonna do one push-up. Once you've done one push-up, you'll continue. You'll keep going. And it's very simple, and we've heard other people saying that, but it's so true. And I've seen it happening to me these days, where it's like, dang, I have to do this blog thing. It's just grab the camera and say, 2 words or one phrase, and then I just keep going and I record a little bit more. And it's not that I procrastinate because I don't want to do it. It's that I don't know how to do it. I don't know what to say. It's like what I'm gonna say, what they are gonna think about me. It's like just grab the camera and say a couple of words, and then I keep going. And I sometimes I re-record things, but at least I got it. I get it going. Hola. And I actually developed and thought about this concept a little bit more the day after, and I found that the tricky part is the beginning of the things. The once you get started, everything is easy. And I believe that complexity kills creativity. I believe that perfection leads to procrastination. So make it easy at the beginning. Make it super easy at the beginning to get started. So then you start. And I was thinking about the concept of perfection, right? We want to do things, and we artists want to be able to write that perfect melody, that perfect sound, that perfect orchestration, and usually that stops us from actually getting started, and that's what actually stopped me to start these vlogs. Like, what am I gonna say? Is it gonna be perfect? What are they gonna think about me? And just worrying that it would not be perfect. And actually, perfection does not happen at the beginning. Actually, I think that perfection happens more towards the middle. You start here, and then you find perfection at some point towards the middle. And so you better start small and simple and easy, because if you try to start perfect first, you may procrastinate. And if you actually do get started, you are so tired when you get to the middle, because you try to make it so perfect at the beginning, took so much work. I mean, when you get to the middle, you're exhausted and you don't fully get to that perfection maybe that you could have gotten if you started easy and just trying. At some point you get used to it, you learn, boom, perfection at some point. But I just wanted to share this with you. Maybe it's just a silly thing, but I figured I'd share. Do you know this time of the day where you've gotta have something to eat? Well, to me it's about 4 p.m. I was just sick of eating junk, so I threw everything. And it's so sad now because I just have some nuts and some pumpkin seeds. How sad is this? Anyway.